Hi everybody and welcome to day 4 of the Get Stronger program. Today is going to be a slow burn class, so we're going to be focusing on that slow and controlled movement, that mind-muscle connection. And we're going to get started on our mats in a 4-point kneeling position. And we're going to start by waking up the spine. So I want your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. And we're going to inhale, we're going to look up and extend our spine. Really open up through the chest. Exhale, take your gaze towards your navel, press up through your shoulders, round your back. Inhale, look up. Feel the extension in your spine, your shoulder blades come together. Exhale, press the floor away. Shoulder blades draw away from each other. Inhale again, looking up. Exhale, gaze towards navel. Now we're going to come to a neutral spine. I want you to take your hands a bit further away from you. We're going to inhale, looking up, arching the spine, sending our hips back, then flexing over our legs. We're going to ripple our spine forward, lower our hips down, looking up, extending the spine, gaze straight in front of you. Exhale, arch your back, take the hips back, over the legs, flexing your spine, and then we're going to take it forward and then lower the hips. So inhale, take it back, arching the spine. Exhale, ripple forward, rounding the back, and then lower the hips. Let's do another one. So take those hips back, arching the spine. Lower down, then ripple forward, lowering the hips down, coming into extension. So here I want you to make sure you're not locking out at the elbows. We're going to come down into our swan. So you're going to exhale, take your chest towards the mat. Inhale, lift up into extension. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. So we're going to be getting into those triceps here. And this is so good for the spine. We really need some extension in the spine. Keep those elbows in towards the body. Inhale, lift and extend. Don't lock out at the elbows. Exhale, lower. Let's do another 2. Last one. And then we're going to lower down onto our forearms. So bring your elbows underneath your shoulders now. Hands are in front of you, palms are down. And we're going to get into the triceps a bit more. So I want you to lift the elbows up, then lower. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Now really focus on that tricep area, the back of your arms, and feel the movement. Feel that mind to muscle connection. We're not using any weights or anything here, but we are just focusing on that slow and controlled movements, keeping the tension. Perfect. Let's do another 3. Last 2. Last one. Perfect. And then we're going to lower down all the way onto our tummies. I'm just going to remove my mic so there's no interference. Okay. Now I want you to extend your body long across the mat. And we're going to make fists with our hands. And we're going to lift up, shining our chest forward. I want you to take your hands, take them back around and lift up a little bit further. Exhale, take them forward again. Inhale, take them back like you're holding weights. Exhale, take it forward. Really working into the back here. Slow and controlled. Feeling those arms work as well. Let's go for another 4 here. Lifting up further as you take your hands back. Last 3. Last 2. Let's do one more, and then we're going to keep our hands back. Now, release the fists, and we're just going to do some palm flips here. So flip your palms up and down. Perfect. Really getting into those triceps. Keep your hands close to your body. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip your palms up, and now we're going to take our hands out to the side and then back in towards the hips. So inhale, take them out. Exhale, squeeze them back in towards the hips. Staying up in that extension of the back. You're doing so well. Let's go for another 4 here. Last 3. Last 2. Can really feel it in the back. Last 1. Hold your hands back. Palms face up. And then we're just going to pulse up. Little pulses up. Little exhales as you pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands back down towards the mat. I'm just going to grab my mic and place it back on. And then we're going to press back into a shell stretch. Taking a nice big deep breath here. Nice counter stretch for the back. Really getting into those arms. But we're not done with arms yet. We're going to do a little bit more. So we're going to come forward now into our push-up. So I want you to send your knees back, coming into your half plank. Okay. So I want you to draw that belly button in. And then we're going to lower down on it. Inhale. Exhale, press up. Keeping the spine straight. Core is engaged. So you're keeping in one long line. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press back up. Let's do another 4. Keep those elbows in towards the waist. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. We're going to lower down halfway. Little pulses here. Little exhales as you pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up into a pike. Take a nice big deep breath. My arms were shaking. And then just press your chest through your arms. We're now going to shift forward into a plank and then shift back to our pike. So here we're coming into some shoulder work. I want you to now, as you push back to your pike, you're going to extend that right leg up, and then you're going to shift forward into your plank. Keep that strong plank, shift back into your pike, then shift forward, keeping that leg up, that leg straight, pointing through your feet, then shift back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. Let's do one more on the side. Keeping that core in, hips are level. Press back, lower that foot. Lift the left foot now to the ceiling. Shift forward, finding that plank, then shift back. Inhale, shift forward, core engaged, core strong. Exhale, shift back. Let's do another 2. This is really strong work. Perfect. Let's do one more. Shifting forward and then shifting back. Releasing that leg down to the ground. Lowering the knees. Pressing back to a nice shell stretch. That was a lot of work for the core and for the shoulders. Perfect. We're now going to work into the abs. Now that our core is nice and and warm. So just give yourself a nice shoulder roll here. And now focus on that core connection, that mind to muscle connection. Move slowly here. I've also got to remind myself to move slowly, otherwise I just get it done like that. And that's not the purpose of today's class. So I want you to keep your knees bent. And I want you to sit up straight, lengthening through your spine. Take your arms forward now, parallel to the ground. We're going to exhale and we're going to come back into our C-curve. Our pelvis tucks underneath. Roll back as far as you can without lifting your feet off the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, take it back. So remember, slowly down, slowly up, lift and lengthen. Let's do another 4 more. Keeping those feet planted. Last 3. Feeling this in the low abs and the hip flexors. Last 2. And then we're going to do 1 more, but we're going to hold back. And we're going to grab our elbows and we're just going to move from side to side. Coming into that rotation of the spine, getting into the obliques. Exhale as you come to the side. Inhale as you come back to center. Slow, controlled. Keep the feet on the mat. Let's do another 4 more here. Last 2. Last 1. Perfect. I want you to lift up now. We're going to bring one leg to tabletop and then the other leg. And here we're going to find our balance. So find your balance in that V-sit position. I'm just going to move a little bit forward on my mat. And then we're going to extend the arms and the legs. Bend them. Or bend the legs. Lower the arms down. And then we're going to roll down. Vertebra by vertebra onto our backs, extend our arms and our legs, bring them back up, and then you can grab onto your legs if you need to roll back up to seated. Extend the arms and the legs, lower down vertebra by vertebra. Keep your head up this time, coming into the double leg stretch. Come back to center, roll up vertebra by vertebra. Use your legs if you need to help you. Extend arms and legs on your inhale. Exhale, roll down vertebra by vertebra. Inhale, extend arms and legs. Exhale, roll up. Use your legs to help you get up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, roll down. Slowly, vertebra by vertebra, as slow as you can. Inhale, extend. Exhale, back to center, rolling up vertebra by vertebra, extending arms and legs. Last one, let's roll down. Vertebra by vertebra, slow, controlled. Extend arms and legs. Then we're going to circle arms around, come back to center. Coming into our double leg stretch. So lift arms up and over, keep that rib to hip connection, circle it back around. Inhale, extend. Exhale, circle it back around. Keep that back press flat on the mat as you extend your arms and your legs. Okay, perfect. Let's do another 2. Last one. Bring it in, bring your knees in, extend your left leg out on the diagonal. And now we're going to come into our single leg stretch. So lift up, lift your upper back off the mat. And then we're going to pulse in 2 times. Alternate, alternate, alternate. Perfect. This is our single leg stretch. You should really feel your abs work right now. Mine are burning, but do it slow, controlled. Last one. Take your hands behind your head, and then we're going to bring opposite knee to opposite elbow, coming into our crisscross. So exhale as you twist. Inhale, coming back to center. Do it slow and controlled. Mind to muscle. Okay. Perfect. Let's do another 2. The last one. Lower it down. Hug the knees into the chest. Woo. My abs are on fire. Extend out. Lengthening the body. Stretching out the abs. And then we're going to take our hands and we're going to roll up vertebra by vertebra to seated. Okay. We're now going to come into a difficult side plank series. So just be ready. Get that core ready. Get that body ready. We're going to start in a plank. So when you're ready, I want you to come into your plank. One long line. Back is straight. Hips are down. And then we're just going to stagger our feet, lifting our right hand up off the mat. And then take that hand, bring it underneath the hips, lift the hips up, lower them back down, extend the hand, come back down into your plank. Perfect. Let's do that again on the same side. So inhale, lift that hand, coming into your side plank. Exhale, wrap it under, lifting the hips. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, take it back down to the mat. So inhale, side plank. Exhale, rotation. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, back to your plank. Let's do one more. So inhale, lift your arm up. Exhale, take it underneath. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, take it back down into your plank. You should be feeling those obliques really, really work. And we're not finished yet. We're going to come back into our side plank now. Extend your arm. I want you to bend your legs, sending your shoulder away from your hand, and then pressing them back up. So exhale, bend. Inhale, press back up. Feeling those obliques work, the shoulder work. Let's go for another 2. Last one. Perfect. Lower back down, lower the knees down, then come down onto your left hand side, onto your left forearm. We're going to send the legs out on a diagonal to the corner of your mat, coming into some side booty work. Okay, so when you set up, make sure you're pushing up out of your side waist, out of your shoulder, and we're just going to lift and lower that top leg, pointing through that foot. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Now really focus on slowing it down. The slower it is, the harder it is. You're feeling that tension more. Okay. We're now going to lower it down, come into circles. So send it forward, up and around. Keeping that core engaged. I want you to keep I want you to keep those hips as stable as possible so you're not rolling around. So even if you have to make your circles smaller than mine, that's fine. Let's change the direction. Just go with your own hip mobility. and it will be different for each side. I know my right side is not as mobile as my left side, so this side's a bit more tighter. Okay, extend that leg. We're going to bend it in, tap the knee to the ground, lift the foot up to the ceiling. So we're coming to internal rotation and then we're extending again. Perfect. So inhale, tap, exhale, extend. Really feeling that side glute work. Remember to go slow and push up out of your shoulder and your side waist. We're almost there. Stay with me. Let's do another 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Little pulses up. Little exhales as you pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Pat it out. Bring those legs in. Lift up and over towards the right. Okay. And take that right leg over the left. Lift and lengthen. And then we're going to twist towards the right. Feeling a nice stretch in the glute. Perfect. Unravel there. And we're going to do that series all on the other side again. So really focus on the slow and controlled movements. Time under tension. Okay. Come into your plank. Core engaged. Body long, back straight. And then we're going to stagger our feet, lift up into a side plank. Circle our hand underneath, lifting up the hips, coming into rotation. Lift our hand up again, and then lower back down. So inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate underneath. Inhale, lift up again. Exhale, take it down. Perfect. Let's do another 2. Last one. Take it down. Okay. Ready to come into the other side plank variation. So find your nice strong plank. Then we're going to stagger our feet, lift our hand up, bend the legs, shoulder comes away from the hand, and then press back up. So exhale, bend. Inhale, shift forward. That shoulder is working really hard. Those obliques are working really hard. Let's go for another 3, 2, 1. Lower that hand down. Come down onto your right hand side now. Okay. I want you to send those legs out on the diagonal, pressing up out of your shoulder, out of your side waist. Okay. We're going to lift and lower that top leg. So really think of that mind to muscle connection, feeling it in your side booty and also a little bit in your obliques. Lifting up slowly. Time under tension makes it so much harder. Okay. We're going to do 1 more, then we're going to go into our circles. So take it forward, up and around. Let's go for 3 more. Last 2. Keep those hips stable. Last 1. Change the direction, take it back, up and around. Slowly, controlled, keeping the hips stable as possible. You don't have to make your circles as big. Perfect. Lift it up, tap that knee to the ground, feet are up, coming into that external rotation, take it out. You're doing so well. Okay, we're almost there. Getting into that side booty, mind's starting to burn now. Okay, let's go for another 3, 2. Last one, hold it up. Little pulses up. Push up out of your shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, my leg is shaking. Pat it out. Bring those legs in. Lift up and over. Feeling a nice side stretch. Take that left leg over the right. Sit up straight. And then twist towards the left. Okay. Unravel that. We're now going to come into our last series of class. So I want you to come down onto your back very gently. We're going to come into our bridge series. So bring your feet in towards your glutes. And we're just going to lift up into a shoulder bridge and lower. So I want you to put the weight in your heels as you lift up. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Keeping that core connection, that rib to hip connection. So when you lift up, you're not overarching in your back like that and your ribs are flaring. You're keeping that rib to hip connection. So exhale, lift. Really feel it in the glutes. So think of squeezing those glutes together as you lift up. You're not using any weight here, so we really need to focus on that mind to muscle connection. So lift up. We're going to put the weight in that left foot, extend that right leg, and we're just going to bend it and extend it. So that left glute is really working hard now to stabilize. Inhale to extend, exhale to bend, slow, controlled. Feel your hips here, making sure that they're on the same level. So if you want to place your hands on your hips, you can do that. If you want more of a challenge, you can place your hands up towards the ceiling. And we're just going to hold our leg extended now. Lower halfway, lift. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower halfway. So I'm keeping my hands on my hips here just to feel that they are level, that one hip isn't sinking too low. Let's go for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Now I want you to lift up onto your toes and then lower back down. So keep that leg extended. Exhale, lift the heel. Inhale, lower. Keeping the hips up. That left glute is burning as it should. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Lower it down, lower that leg back down. Little pulses up with the hips. Okay, hands to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Okay, stretching out that left glute. We're going to go into the other side now. Feeling it in the hamstring as well. Okay, lower the legs back down. Going to lift up into our bridge. Extend that left leg. And we're just going to bend and extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Feel those hips. Make sure that they are level, square to the ceiling. Perfect. Feeling that glute work, that right glute. Put the weight in the heel. Okay, let's go for another 3. Lifting up the hips. 2, 1. Hold it extended, and then we're going to lower halfway. Lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Press through that heel. Make sure the hips are square and level. One's not dropping. That core is engaged. Rib to hip connection. Let's go for another 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Lift up onto the toes, lower back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Really getting into that glute. Getting into the calves as well here. And the hamstrings. Extend that left leg as much as you can. Okay, let's go for another 3. Lift up the hips, 2, 1. Lower it down. And then pulses up. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down, hug it in. Whew. Now we're just going to do a nice stretch for today's class. So take that left leg over the right, bring that right leg in, coming into a figure 4 stretch, press that left knee away. Feeling a nice stretch in the left glute. I want you to lower that right foot down. Take the arms out to the side, and we're just going to lower to the left. Feeling that rotation in the spine, then lower to the right. Let's go to the other side again. Nice to stretch out the back. Come back to center, release that left leg. Bring the right leg over the left, hug it in, feeling a nice stretch in the right glute. Bring that knee in, press the right knee away. Oh, that stretch feels so good. Okay, lower that foot down, extend your arms out. Lower the knee down to the right. Feeling that rotation in the spine, and then take it to the other side. Let's go back. Rolling through the spine, through the hips. Perfect. Release that leg, and then we're going to roll up to seated. We're going to come into a bit of extension now, so come to a 4-point kneeling position, and then I want you to take your hands away from you, and I want you to arch your back, sending your hips up, your glutes up, feeling a nice stretch in the back, in the abs, in the shoulders. Calming down the nervous system. Okay, press back to a nice child stretch. Nice counter stretch. Place your forehead on the mat. Just take a nice big deep breath here to finish class. We're going to roll up vertebra by vertebra to seated. I want you to take that right hand up and over, coming into some nice lateral flexion, opening up that side waist from where we did all the side planking. Turn your chest towards the floor, rotating that spine. Come back up to center. Really bend low, and then take the hand down. I'm going to do that on the other side, so take that left hand up and over. Feeling a nice opening in the side waist. Turn your chest towards the floor. Lifting back up to center. Really bend low. Lifting up. Taking your hands behind your back, opening up the chest. And then taking your hands forward, flexing the spine, drawing the abs in. And then that's it for today's class, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for day 4. And I hope to see you in the next class. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye guys.